One time I met that kid that sings that song Stitches that plays on the radio. I don't remember his name, but here's my experience. Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about my meet and greet experience with Shawn Mendes. I met him on June 7th, 2015 at Mohegan Sun Arena. It was his first headlining arena show, and it was definitely one of the biggest shows he's done as a headlining show with 10,000 people, I believe Mohegan Sun holds. And this is just my experience. First off, I want to say I did not buy my meet and greet tickets. I did win them, luckily, by Raffle, and I'm so grateful for it. Tickets went on sale in like January, and they went on sale when I had midterms, so I didn't know if my mom was getting them or not. And my mom didn't mention anything when she picked me up from midterms. That night we went out to dinner, and I just wasn't in like a good mood in a way, because I was on crutches then, and I just wasn't having a good night. And my mom was like, well, I was gonna wait till later, but here, she slides over an envelope. I open it up, and it was 2 tickets to go see Shawn Mendes, and it was floor seats. I was in shock. So then it was sometime in March, and I'm in my room, like laying on my bed, and all of a sudden my mom's like, Victoria, oh my god, I just thought something was on the TV, so I was like, oh, whatever. And she comes rushing into my room, and she's like, Victoria, oh my god. So I'm just gonna kind of read you the email that I got. Dear Shawn Mendes fan, this message is being sent on behalf of Shawn Mendes in regards to your upcoming event, Shawn Mendes, Mohegan Sun Arena, Sunday, June 7th, 2015 at 7:30 p.m. My mom thought that it was a cancellation of the show or they were moving the show. And then it continues saying, congratulations, you were one of the lucky 50 ticket buyers for your show at Mohegan Sun Arena, June 7, 2015. As one of the winners selected at random, you won a free meet and greet with Shawn Mendes for each ticket that you purchased. Further details of this meet and greet will be emailed to you 5 to 7 days prior to your show date. Enjoy the show, and thanks for being a fan. So if you're wondering why it said selected by random, was because Shawn never really physically announced his show, and it wasn't like put on his website. He then sent out like a tweet saying about how they released more tickets out for the show, and he said since I didn't do the first 50 people, what it was, if you bought tickets by like February 1st or something, by a certain date, you would be put into a raffle, and then they would randomly select 50 names of people who bought tickets, and you'd get tickets for your show. So last comes June 7th, and I'm meeting Shawn Mendes. We get to the arena around, I think it was like 3:30, and like time that we were supposed to like enter and stuff was like 5 o'clock. So we got in line, and we were kind of like pretty close to the line, and we waited there for a solid like hour and a half, and then John comes down. We're like, okay, and he starts like checking, and literally 2 people before us, like 2 people in front of us, he stops and goes back in. He's like, sorry guys, I came out early anyways, but I have to deal with something. I was like, really, John? So he comes back out, finds where he left off, and then continues. So along that came with the meet and greet, when John came by to check it, you got a lanyard, and it just says Shawn Mendes VIP on both sides and has a picture of Shawn. And you also got a wristband, and it was something that I knew they were just gonna cut off right away because they didn't want you to like come back again and take a picture, even though I'm sure they would recognize it. It gets to a certain point once they start letting us into this other room. We waited there for a long time. Like, it was at least like probably 45 minutes. It was like the small room, and it was just like this random like square, and then there was like 3 other lines going, and it was just weird. It was really organized though. I'll give them like the whole organized, because everyone stayed in line, so like everyone kind of got like the seat they deserved. So we got into the sound check, and I was like the 2nd row. I could have been the 1st row, but I didn't like how it was like I was gonna be all the way at the end, so we were kind of like almost center. We were a little bit off the center, and Shawn sang like 3 songs. He kind of talked to us and was like, you know, new lighting's gonna be in this show.
I think it's really cozy. We have like cool stuff going on. So I'm excited. You guys are gonna be the first people to ever see like the lighting rig.
My biggest show yet. Like, I can't believe this. It's insane. And then he talked about how he wanted us to like really sing along because he's scared that they weren't gonna sing along. So then he goes off stage and he was like, no, we're gonna go take some pictures and hang out. John comes on and he's like, okay, in about 3 minutes, you guys can walk back. So we kind of waited. We didn't want to be like the first like kind of like group in a way to go. We didn't want to be the first few people. So we waited, then we got in line, and then they like split us. So we start off the 2nd line. And then there was like a hallway. It was kind of like a locker room, but not really. And so we wait in the hallway, and you're getting closer and closer. You're like, oh my god, there's the door. Oh my god, there's the door. And then it's at the door, and you see the background that says like Shawn Mendes, but it's only like the back of it. But you hear his voice, and you're like, oh my god, like I'm about to meet him. And I see John, and we kind of get through the door. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And then I like moved up, and I looked over. I was like, oh my god, there he is. And so like I hand John my 2 gifts that I got him, and I left them in like a plastic bag so they kind of were kept together. And I was like, John, is it okay if I do this picture? And I showed him a picture of like the basic prom pose. He's like, yeah, that's totally fine. So I walk up, I hugged him, I was like, I love you, thank you so much for everything. He's like, no, thank you. And then I like turn around, I'm like, can we do like the basic prom pose? And he's like, oh yeah, knowing of course what it was. And so we get into the pose, and then they take the picture because it was taken on your phone, so that way you kind of have it instantly. And so it was taken on my phone, and I like turn around and like I hugged him again, and I was like, again, thank you so much, like you're such a huge inspiration to me, and you're gonna rock the stage tonight, and I can't wait to see you out there. He was like, I love you, like thanks again for all your support, and I hope you enjoy the show. And then I left, and when I left, they basically literally cut off your wristband, so like you can't even keep it. Like even after they cut off, they just threw it away. Like I didn't want to like get into an argument or anything. Like I swear, like I wasn't going to go back around and try to meet him again. I was at the end of the line anyways. So then they hand you a poster, and it says Shawn Mendes Tour 2015. It's signed by him at the bottom, and it just has like lyrics in the background of like all of his like songs and stuff, and it's cool. I still have yet to frame it and hang it up on my wall, but it's definitely gonna get there. I'm gonna insert my picture right over here with Shawn, and I'm also gonna insert the video of what my friend got. It's not good, the best quality, but here's just like a little clip of like how it looked. So then I'm waiting for my friend, and I'm like, what's taking her so long? And then all of a sudden I go back in, and all of a sudden I see that her phone froze. So I was like, let them use my phone to take the picture, because it just, her phone wasn't working. It like froze up and like wouldn't take a picture. So we decided to use my phone, and they ended up taking her picture, and then we left, and we realized we had like an hour left until like the doors were open. And I saw like pictures of like the amount of people outside. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna get so packed in here. So we got food, because I need to eat food at a concert. If like I don't eat at all, and I was there at 3:30, and I had lunch at like 12, so like I needed to eat something, or else I would have not made it through the night. So we ate, and I just sat there like looking at my picture. I was like, oh my god, I like made it, and I like posted on Instagram. Anyways, then the show was absolutely amazing. I loved it. He did so good. The energy was so live, so loud. It was just amazing, and the feeling was great. If you've met Shawn Mendes, make sure you comment down below your meet and greet experience, or even if you've seen him. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace out. Only I can hit the